On for fifth is Lauren House and Justine Ray. Your back markers are Calico, Sealster, and Dear Abbey, 57 and 4 to the halfway point. And My Mom's an Ace, still the one to take down, applying pressure on the outside is Britta's Best Bet. And third to the rail, The Lies We Tell, set up perfectly in fourth is Lady Cafe LA, tip 3 wide, Justine Ray. And also getting into the mix, Dear Abbey, and your trailers, Calico, Sealster, as they're 3 wide as they approach the 3/4. Britta's Best Bet. Splitting riles, Lady Cafe LA, Justine Ray's 3 wide on the outside. 3/4 was 127.3. Lady Cafe LA, Justine Ray trying to mix things up here as they spin for home. Justine Ray and the birthday boy Lauren House go on by here trying to battle back. Lady Cafe LA's got some life left in her. Lady Cafe LA will come back on to win it. Thiessen's in for 2. Justine Ray second. Britta's Best Bet. Maybe Dear Abbey for 4th. Time of the mile, 156 and 2. Lady Cafe Olay. Unofficial 4-5-3-6. Coming back down in front, here's your winner from the third, number 4, Lady Cafe Ole, owned by Canadian Numbered Inc. Lloyd Stone, Vic Putty, Vic Training, Daryl Thiessen on for winning drive. That's a driving double thus far for Daryl this afternoon. Lady Cafe Ole, that's her first win on the season, and she stops the clock in 156 and 2. Lady Cafe Ole was good to go today. Congratulations.
And can I have Dorma St. Jacques to the 50-50 table? Dorma St. Jacques to the 50-50 table to claim your prize. We are now going to welcome young guns to our racetrack. This is something very cool and neat to see. We'll take a break from the big horses and welcome the young guns to our track.
Prices are official. Lady Cafe LA 360, 330, 220. Justine Ray 830, 340. Brita's Best Bet 240 show. Exactor 28.70 $1 try 27.75. 20-cent try 5.55. Upcoming 4th race in about 13 minutes just because of the young guns. That is the Jim Snellgrove Memorial Pace. Here's the rundown. The lies we tell. 5th, Calico Sealster. 6th, Brita's Best Bet. 3rd, Lady Cafe LA, the race winner. Justine Ray 2nd. Dear Abby 4th. And My Mom's an Ace was 7th.
Could Dorma St. Jakes make her way to the 50-50 table to claim your prize? Dorma St. Jakes. We would like to welcome the young guns to the racetrack. We are excited to have them at Dresden, the young guns to the racetrack.
Alright, coming out now is the Young Guns getting set to post parade. Number 1 is Silver, driven by Macy Mayhew. Number 2 is Elmo, driven by J. Lilly. Number 3, Firefly, Chase Graham in the sulky. And the 4 is Cinnamon, Lucas House will steer this one. The Young Guns and their ponies will start in the backstretch and hit the finish lines. Once again, we got Silver and Macy Mayhew, Elmo, and J. Lilly, Firefly, Chase Graham, Cinnamon, Lucas House. Let's be sure to cheer them on as they come for home. They'll be starting in the backstretch here. Field of 4.
And Dresden would like to extend a huge warm welcome to the Young Guns that are on the track. Thank you, Nathan, for explaining who they are, and I hope they have a great welcome to Dresden Raceway. Let's all cheer them on as they make their way around. Don't forget to check out our handbags for hospice table out under the grandstand. If you have any information that is needed, there's a table here that you can ask for information. As well as come to our 50/50 table and purchase 50/50 tickets.
Yes, once again, a big thank you to Young Guns and Jennifer Graham for help organizing this and coming to Dresden. Great to have them as they're getting set to go postward here momentarily. Getting set to go here momentarily. Once again, we got Silver, Macy Mayhew, Elmo, J. Lilly, Firefly, Chase Graham, and Cinnamon on the outside with Lucas House. And they're getting set to pick up speed. Just make sure we cheer them on as they come for home. And they're off and racing. Firefly is charging on out of there for Chase Graham. On the outside is Cinnamon and Lucas House. Then Macy Mayhew and Silver. Elmo and J. Lilly is 4th. As they move around the far turn, Firefly and Chase Graham has got this one on the engine here. Lucas House and Cinnamon getting a perfect pocket trip in 2nd. Now on for 3rd is Elmo and J. Lilly. 4th away is Silver for Macy Mayhew. But Chase Graham, he's still got the lead here with Firefly right there in 2nd. To the inside is Cinnamon. Elmo is 3rd, and Silver can see them all as they come for home. Firefly and Chase Graham, but pocket pulling on the outside. Cinnamon and Lucas House is applying pressure on the outside. Elmo is 3rd, and Silver trails the field. They battle it out down the stretch. Chase Graham with Firefly, and Cinnamon and Lucas House has taken over the lead. Fighting back is Firefly, and Cinnamon is drawing away with every single stride. Lucas House wants to be just like his dad, Lauren House, and he draws away. Cinnamon will win this one under wraps. 2nd is Chase Graham with Firefly. On for third is Ammo and Jate Lilly, and silver and Macy Mayhew was fourth. Well done, everybody. All right, here comes back the ponies and their drivers. Once again, a big round of applause here. Silver and Macy May Ammo and Jate Lilly Firefly Chase Graham, and your winner, Cinnamon and Lucas House, as they're coming down for a picture down in front. Well done to all the kids here, and don't forget you can check them out at many different tracks all season long. So well done. Once again, great to see the young guns here and the next generation. Great to see them involved, and I know they'll be at Leamington on September 7th, so if you want to see the young guns again, they will be at Leamington Raceway on September 7th. But I believe they'll be at some other tracks as well, but great to have them here, and well done, everybody.
We want to thank Young Guns for coming to Dresden Raceway. That was so awesome to watch, and I hope they have a good time in future races. As a token of our appreciation, each driver got a hat and 150th t-shirt of Dresden, as well as a little token of appreciation with a gift card.
Now coming out for the fourth race, they'll go 1 mile for a purse of $5,000. Number 1 is Oh Sally. It'll be Rob Doyle for Phyllis Crawford. Rod Duford trains. Summer's Shadow is the 2, Dave Edwards at the lines for Mike Rogers, Robert Watson, Kevin Morin. Mike doing the training. Honda Pilot is the 3, Dennis Duford owning and driving, Ashley Duford training. The 4 is Breeze Baroness, gets the services of Garrett Rooney for owner-trainer Chris Kane. Alex Dilly to pilot the 5, St. Lad's Crypto for St. Lad's Farm. The trainer is Gerald Lilly. Number 6 is Scratched. 7 More to Love, Daryl Thiessen on for Sean Downey. Stuart McIntosh, Lindsay Kerr. Lindsay Kerr is your trainer. The 9 will move in, will score from post 6. The Dark Lord is owned, trained, driven by Donnie Rankin Jr., partners with Ralph McKinley. That's your field for the 4th race, the Jim Snellgrove Memorial Pace. Win, play, show, exact, or try. Pick 3 wagering is available. Couple minutes left to wager here. Breeze Baroness is the 6-5 choice right now. 4th last time, but reunited here with Garrett Rooney. We're going to circle back to 3 starts ago where she was second, 59-2. She put in a couple steps, but I don't think they would have beat her if she didn't put in a couple steps there. I mean, she looks like she's definitely got the talent here. You get leading driver Garrett Rooney here, so Breeze Baroness. And next is 2-1 on the 9, the Dark Lord, second in his latest. Still winless in his career, but has been put up some decent enough efforts as of late. Starting car now getting set to move in position. Last call. In behind for the 4th race, Jim Snellgrove Memorial Pace, O'Sally Summer Shadow, Pond Pilot, Breeze of Baroness, St. Lad's Crypto, More to Love, and the Dark Lord. It's post time for the 4th from Dresden. Top of the stretch, here they come. Starting car getting set to pick up speed. Gapped off is the 1-0 Sally, and they're off in pacing. Summer Shadow, St. Lad's Crypto, and the Dark Lord as they move to the first turn. St. Lad's Crypto drives up and will take control, and nearly going for Alex Lilly. Summer Shadow is second. The Dark Lord plugged in to be third from fourth is More to Love, and that one's back. Pond Pilot. Then comes Breeze of Baroness. And the 2-year-old filly, O'Sally, is the earliest of trailers. So as they move into the backstretch, St. Lad's Crypto continues to front this field as they approach the opening quarter station in a soft 30-4. Summer Shadow fills the pocket in second for Edwards from third. The Dark Lord now traveling fourth is More to Love. That comes ahead of Pond Pilot. And your back markers are Bree is a Baroness and O'Sally. You can see them all as they pace in front of us for the first time. St. Lad's Crypto on point. A bang up second is Summer Shadow. The Dark Lord is third. More to Love getting a little closer out of fourth. Pond Pilot stays in. Tip to the outside is Bree is a Baroness, and O'Sally trails 101 and 2 to the halfway point. And St. Lad's Crypto is still the one to take down. Summer Shadow is second. The Dark Lord tipped to the outside in third for Rankin, looking to pick up the cover is More to Love, and Bree is a Baroness is turning on the Jets now, and she's fourth, she's third, she's second, and she is now driving up and will take aim at the leader. Bree is a Baroness, just like that, has matched strides with the pace setter St. Lad's Crypto. 3/4 has reached in 1:32 and 2, and Bree is a Baroness putting a half a length in front. St. Lad's Crypto trying to go with the Dark Lord as third, then Summer Shadow, they spin for home. Bree is a Baroness, nothing but open road here, and Bree is a Baroness. Will get the job done. St. Lad's Crypto second, the Dark Lord third. Summer Shadow holds on for fourth. Bree's a Baroness does not disappoint. Time of mile was 2:02 flat. Four, 5, 9, 2. Your top four finishers. Coming back down in front, here's your winner from the 4th race. It's the Jim Snellgrove Memorial. Breeze a Baroness, a 3-year-old brown filly by Control the Moment, out of the mare Bryn Baroness from Hoosier Boy. Owned and trained by Chris Kane of London, Ontario. Garrett Rooney on Footing Drive stops the clock in 2:02 flat. Congratulations. Jim Snellgrove, on January 3rd, 2018, a local retired horseman, Jim Snellgrove, lost his battle with lung disease. Jim discovered his love of harness racing in the 70s alongside his father. He became a trainer and won his first race in September 1979 with Quick and Steady. He continued on introducing his children to the sport and creating 3 generations of racers. During his entire career, he was stabled at Dresden Raceway. Some of his favorite horses, Foxy Lady, Pens and Pencils, Jate's the Name, and Question. His final years before retirement were spent stabled in Bard 1 with his uncle Fred and his son Jamie. Even after retiring, he never lost his love of the track. His family and friends will hold many memories of Jim in the barn doing what he loved in their hearts forever. Bree is a Baroness takes the Jim Snellgrove Memorial.
Can I please have Ann Bogert to the 50-50 table, please? Ann Bogert to the 50-50 table to claim your prize. This race was sponsored by Jim Snellgrove and family. Jim has been part of Dresden Raceway for a while, and his family wanted to keep on his tradition and heritage by donating a blanket to the winner. We'd like to thank the Snellgrove family to continue to support the Dresden Raceway. Ann Bogert to the 50-50 table, please. Ann Bogert to the 50-50 table.
Bree is a Baroness, 380, 250, 220. St. Lad's Crypto, 510, 320. The Dark Lord, $3 to show. Exactor, 10, $81 try, 15.55. 20-cent try, $3.11. Upcoming 5th race, Ontario Sire Stakes for 3-year-old pacing fillies. Scratch the 7, Park Avenue Janet, in about 8 minutes.
We would like to welcome Handbags for Hospice to the Dresden Raceway. They have some information for you on the program as well as tickets to purchase. Come on and greet them below the grandstand.
Fourth race rundown, Oh Sally 6th, Summer's Shadow 4th. Ponda Pilot 5th, Breeze of Baroness, your race winner. St. Lad's Crypto 2nd. 6 was out, More to Love 7th. Better Than Wicked Scratch and The Dark Lord was 3rd. Upcoming 5th race in about 5 minutes.
And we would like to wish Darlene Presley a happy birthday from Luann.
Breeze of Baroness gets her first lifetime victory and does it in impressive fashion as we turn the page to race 5, $25,000 on the line. 3-year-old filly pacers for Ontario Sire Stakes Grassroots. And I'm going to go to the one Macapello Sealster. Garrett Rooney already got the victory there with Breeze of Baroness. And this one's been racing really well, and as Team Brickman's done a good job with this 3-year-old daughter of Big Jim, and she was winner 2 back over the 7/8 Oval Mohawk in 150 and 2, and kind of went to the pocket, but this filly can leave out of there pretty strong as well. And honestly, the rail is the best spot to be in Dresden, so 6-5. I assume that price to go even a little bit shorter come post time. For second, we'll use the 2, I Bet You a Kiss. Kind of new to the Ontario Sire Stakes, but has been racing really well at Rideau Carleton and Grand River. Third start now in the Anthony Beaton barn, so I Bet You a Kiss. I'm expecting good things here. 5-1, not a bad price right now, and J.R. Plant knows how to get one to the winner's circle as well. For third, we'll use the 6 Candy Kiss. We looked for some value in there. Daryl Thiessen's had a good day so far here at Dresden, racing out of the top barn of Blake McIntosh, second 2 back. And the thing I liked about this one, did have that half-mile experience over Clinton as well, so Candy Kiss we'll throw in there as a price. And then we'll throw in Tricky Wiki as well. Phil Houdon on the pregame show said he liked this one's chances, and he's drove this one before, and one that's still winless this year, but she has really stepped up her game time-wise, so I expect her to be up close in here. So a great-looking field, but I'm going to go to the 1 Macapello Sealster. Good luck to be on the track soon.
I have Ann Bogart please come back to the 50-50 table? And if you could please come back to the 50 table, that would be greatly appreciated.
Now coming out to the track, Ontario Sire Stakes 3-year-old pacing fillies, Grassroots leg 3. Number 1, Macapella Sealster. It's Garrett Rooney for Aaron Swanson Brickman. Peter Brickman training. I Bet You a Kiss is the 2. It's Jared Plant for Rob Shepard. Anthony Beaton trains. Number 3 is Tricky Wicky Phil Houdon at the lines for Dave and John Prushnock. Renee Dion is the trainer. Pick Me Up Hanover 4 gets the services of Lauren House for Dave Byron, Craig Walwyn, Jeff Byron trains. Better in Heels 5, Paul Davies owning, training, and driving partners with Nicole Davies. Candy Kiss is the 6, owned by Glenn Dyke. Blake McIntosh trains. Daryl Thiessen at the line. 7 is out, 8, Ocean Side Magic, owned by Dave Lumsden, Sean Stacy training and driving. That's your field for the 5th Win Play Show. Exactor Try and Superfecta wagering is available. Still time to wager here. Right now, the favorite Macapello Sealster. 2 wins and 8 tries this year, almost $40,000 in the bank. Garrett Rooney teaming up here for trainer Peter Brickman. 2 wins in her last 3 outings. She's got the early tactical speed. Does have that rail control today. Second choice is the 3, Tricky Wicky with Phil Houdon, our pregame guest today. 5th last time Phil was on for that drive. She's been decent at this level before. She gets a good post draw to work with today. Once again, to remind our racing fans, lineups are extremely long today. This place is packed, so be sure to get your wagers in nice and early to avoid the possibility of being shut out. Long lineups all afternoon long. Starting car now getting set to move into position. Last call. In behind, it's the 5th from Dresden, Ontario Sire Stakes 3-year-old Pacing Fillies. Macapello Sealster, I Bet You a Kiss, Tricky Wicky, Pick Me Up Hanover, Better in Heels, Candy Kiss, and in the back tier spot is Oceanside Magic. Here they come! And they're off and pacing from the outside. Candy Kiss blasting out of their Macapello Sealster, Tricky Wicky splits rivals, and I Bet You a Kiss. Macapello off stride, couple of breakers in the backfield, including the 8 Oceanside Magic, 6 Candy Kiss, and the 4 Pick Me Up Hanover as they move into the backstretch. Tricky Wicky, but not for long. It's the retake on the outside. Macapello Sealster not content, looks to drive on up here for Garrett Rooney. Tricky Wicky on hold in second. I Bet You a Kiss is third. Then Better in Heels on for the 5th spot is Candy Kiss. Your back markers are Oceanside Magic and Pick Me Up Hanover. The quarter pole is reached. And 28-2, Macapello Sealster, this 3-year-old daughter of Big Jim on the engine here. Tricky Wicky fills that pocket in a second. Racing from third, I Bet You a Kiss, and J.R. Plant traveling out of fourth. To the inside is Paul Davies, and Better in Heels. Candy Kiss looks at her from fifth. Then Oceanside Magic and your trailer Pick Me Up Hanover as they move to the halfway point. Macapello Sealster, large and in charge, gets them there in 58 seconds flat. Tricky Wicky all over the Garrett Rooney helmet in second, right lined out of third. Here comes I Bet You a Kiss to start first up on the outside. Better in Heels looks to pick up the cover, racing from fifth. Candy Kiss tipped to the outside. In sixth is Oceanside Magic and your trailer Pick Me Up Hanover. Macapello Sealster still holding strong on this front end mission. Tricky Wicky is second. I Bet You a Kiss is third. 3/4 in 1:27.2. Macapello Sealster digging into the inside. Tricky Wicky is second from third. I Bet You a Kiss. They spin for home. Macapello Sealster looking to expand her lead here, and Macapello Sealster delivers as the choice here. Show win under wraps. Tricky Wicky second. I Bet You a Kiss third. Fourth goes to Better in Heels. Macapello Sealster all the way 1:55.1. Unofficial 1-3-2-5. Here's your winner. Race 5, Macapella Silster, 3-year-old brown filly by Big Jim from the mare Macapella Rose from McCardle, owned by Aaron Swanson Brickman. Peter Brickman training Garrett Rooney on for winning drive, win number 3 on the season. She stops the clock today, 155-1, and that is a new track record for a 3-year-old pacing filly here at Dresden Raceway. So Macapella Silster, a new track record for 3-year-old pacing fillies. Congratulations, Macapella Silster, no doubt about that winner.
Can I please have Shirley Olette to the 50-50 table, please? Shirley Olette to the 50-50 table. As well, this is last call to purchase your 50-50 tickets. Last call to purchase your 50-50 tickets.
Judges inquire, they will look at racing action going to the first turn. Please hold all tickets. Alright, as for the judges' inquiry, number 8, Oceanside Magic, will be 5th place 6th for causing interference to several horses after making the break. So number 8, Oceanside Magic, will be 5th place 6th for causing interference to several horses while making a break. Macapella Sealster 220, 220, 210, Tricky Wiki 440, 270. I Bet You a Kiss 280 Show, Exactor 730. $1 try $6.80, 20-cent try $1.36, and the $1 super paying $26.85. The $2 super $5.37. The $1 pick 5 out of 5 paying $37.90. 20-cent pick 5 out of 5 paying $7.58. Upcoming 6th race, there are no changes in about 10 minutes. Fifth race rundown, Macapella Sealster, your race winner. I Bet You a Kiss, third. Tricky Wiki, second. Pick Me Up Hanover, 6th place, fifth. Better in Heels, fourth. Candy Kiss, seventh. Park Avenue Janet was scratched, and Oceanside Magic is 5th place, sixth, for causing interference while on a break. In the 11th race, driver to be announced on the 5, she plays for keeps. So we need a driver on the 5, she plays for keeps in the 11th. Alright, Macapello Sealster, an impressive win there and set a track record for a 3-year-old pacing fillies. If you turn the page here to race 6, I'm going to number 3 right about now. Tough post last week, so he gets a much easier post to work from this time around. And this is a horse that's won over Dresden in 55 and in one before, so he gets around this track quite well and gets some class relief here today. So that's going to be very important for him in here as well. For second, we'll use the 2 Living Large. Third in his latest, but this is his second start now up in class, so has been facing some tougher company, but Living Large is a 7-time winner this year in 25 tries. So, and you know what, Garrett Rooney and George Robinson, anytime they team up, you got to consider them an important factor here. For third, we'll use the 1 Sweet Jesus. Scratch second or latest, hasn't raced since July 12th, but was a winner a couple back and starting in 54 and 3. And this is a mare that's had some luck here before. She gets rail control today. We'll include her in there. And number 4, Quiet Assurances for trainer Renee Dion. You get Phil Houdon teaming up here, so Quiet Assurances is going to be one to maybe use on the bottom. But for me, I'm going to stick with number 3 right about now. Good luck, and they'll be parading in a few minutes. On post parade here for race 6, number 1 Sweet Jesus, Rob Doyle on for Stephen Bestard, Catherine Cochran trains. Garrett Rooney piloting the 2 Living Large for owner trainer George Robinson. Donnie Rankin Jr. owning, training and driving the 3 right about now. Phil Houdon pilots the 4. Quiet Assurances, trained by Renee Dion, owned by Jess John, JF Gote Inc. And the 5, Favaro Sealster, Scotty Ray gets the call for Leanne and Steve Davidson, James Grant, Adrian Charmant, Daryl training. And rounding out the field is the 6, Asher's Basher, Tony Hamlin. at the lines for owner-trainer Gord McDonnell. Field for the 6th Win Place Show. A exact or try wagering is available. Just a couple minutes left to wager here. Favor right now at 4 to 5 is the 3 right about now. Winner 4 back here in 55 and 1 against much tougher company. He gets some class relief here today. Donnie Rankin Jr., the current leading trainer here. He holds on by 1 win, so this would put him in a good position here with the win with right about now. The 9 to 5 on the 2 living large. Trainer George Robinson batting at 500 average right now, and he has leading driver Garrett Rooney as his pilot. So living large faced tougher as of last week, but this is a horse that's won 7 races this year. And Sweet Jesus getting some value. It's her first start in some time, but this mare's more than capable of going with this group. Just under minutes, still time. You'd have to hurry. Starting car getting set to move in position. Last call. It's post time for the 6th race from Dresden on closing day. Sweet Jesus, Living Large, right about now, Quiet Assurances, Favaro Sealster, and Asher's Basher on the outside. It's post time. Starting car picks up speed, and they're rough and pacing. Quiet Assurances, Sweet Jesus, and Splitting Rivals is right about now as they move into the first turn. Sweet Jesus will come out on top right about now, drops into second, parked and driving third. Quiet Assurances now slides into the 3-hole, followed by Living Large, Favaro Sealster, and Asher's Basher completes the field of 6. So into the backstretch they go for time 1, and Sweet Jesus is on point. Right about now is second. Quiet Assurances fills the pockets into third. From fourth, Living Large, 29 seconds flat, just a soft opening quarter for this group. Sweet Jesus, 6-year-old daughter of Better Than Cheddar, dictates the tempo up top. Bang up second is right about now. Quiet Assurances is off the speed into third. Living Large looking at it from fourth. Then comes Favaro Sealster and Asher's Basher as they come in front of us for the first time. Sweet Jesus, the one to take down. Quiet Assurances moves first up on the outside for Houdon. And from third, right about now, 58-3 to the halfway point. They picked it up a little bit. Sweet Jesus is still the one to take down. Now on the wheel of the pace setter and applying pressure is Quiet Assurances. Right about now is third. Towed up and to be fourth, Living Large. And Favaro Sealster in your gapped off trailer is Asher's Basher. Into the backstretch they go. Stride for stride. Bridle, bridle. Sulky to sulky. Sweet Jesus and Quiet Assurances and Crying for Racetrack is right about now. Living Large is fourth. 3/4 is reached in 1:27.4. Sweet Jesus trying to go a big one here this afternoon. Quiet Assurances 3 wide on the outside. Living Large nowhere to go for right about now. Sweet Jesus still there, steam rolling up on the outside. Living Large right about now is shaken loose. Sweet Jesus right about now second. Living Large third. Quiet Assurance for fourth. Sweet Jesus wire to wire. Time on the mile 1:57.1. Unofficial 1-3-2-4. Here's your winner from the 6th race at 7-1. Sweet Jesus. She's a 6-year-old brown mare by Better Than Cheddar from Biddle out of the Yankee Can. Owned by Stephen Bestard of Lucan, Ontario. Catherine Cochran is the winning trainer. Rob Doyle, the winning driver, went to the front, never looked back. Sweet Jesus. That's win 3 on the season. She stops the clock today. 1:57.1. Sweet Jesus. Congratulations. Sweet Jesus, 1660, 450, 230. Right about now, 220, 210, living large, 210 to show. Exactor, $37. $1 try, 28.55. The 20-cent try, $5.71. $1 pick 3, $12.95. Upcoming 7th race, number 7, Highland Delight, will race for purse money only, will not be available to wager on. Sixth race rundown, Sweet Jesus was the race winner, living large 3rd. Right about now, 2nd, Quiet Assurance is 4th. Pavara Sealster was 5th, and Asher's Basher 6th. I do have that driver for the 11th race if you want to turn over to race number 11. The 5, She Plays for Keeps, Tony Hamlin will become the new driver. In race 11, the new driver of 5, She Plays for Keeps, will be Tony Hamlin. Sweet Jesus, what a gutsy winning effort there. Rob Doyle just put that one right on the choo-choo. and just never looked back. We turn the page to race 7, our final grassroots of the day for 3-year-old pacing fillies. I'm going to go to the 1, All My Wishes. Why not? Garrett Rooney's had an excellent day so far. Racing into the barn of Chantal Mitchell. A winner 2-back over Mohawk in 150 and 4. You get the leading driver on. You got the best post. Why not? And All My Wishes has had a good year. $55,000 in the banks thus far this year. So, and she's one that can kind of leave as well. We'll see how she kind of handles the smaller track, but I'm willing to take that risk. For second, we'll go to the 4, Darlene's Angel. Was a winner 4-back at Mohawk, and one that's paced some good miles as well, 51, 52, 53 in that range. You're getting big value right now. I don't know if that'll hold come post time, but I'll use it for second. For third, we'll use the 2, Stellar Manipulation, third in her latest over the 5/8 oval of Georgian Downs. Daryl Thiessen teaming up with Josh McKibben, so Stellar Manipulation is going to be one to race up close today. Lastly, we'll throw in the 4, Catch My Passion. Had a little bit of luck in the stake races before. She's getting a little bit of action right now, actually on the tote board. Will be driven by her trainer, Sean Stacy, today. So Catch My Passion. I think if she can kind of bring the game that she's been lately, she should be okay in the spot. But for me, I'm going to put All My Wishes on top. Good luck. It's the final OSS race of the day. I'd like to wish a happy birthday to one of the drivers, Lauren.
4, 0, 2, 4, 6, 3, 4. Please make your way to the 50-50 table. The winner will go home with over $900. So please make your way to the 50-50 table if you are number 4, 0, 2, 4, 6, 3, 4.
Just under 2 minutes left to wager. Favorite is the 1, All My Wishes. 4 wins and 8 tries this year. Garrett Rooney recruited to drive here for trainer Chantal Mitchell. She looks like the one to beat here today, and the public certainly thinks so. Value all across the board.
Don't forget to come and visit our Handbags for Hospice table. If you want more information about the event, please make your way to the table and you can purchase some tickets.
Starting car now getting set to move into position. Last call to wager.
The lovely Brenda Anderson will be making her way through the crowd selling tickets for Handbags to Hospice. If you have any questions, she'll be willing to answer any questions you have.
In behind the gates, the Ontario Sour Stakes 3-year-old pacing fillies. All My Wishes, Stellar Manipulation, Catch My Passion, Darlene's Angel, One for My Baby, and Promising Moment. And on the outside is Highland Delight, top of the stretch, and here they come. Starting car picks up speed, and they're off and pacing, pushing off the car. All My Wishes, Stellar Manipulation from the outside as Highland Delight as they burst into the first turn. Off stride goes the 3. Catch My Passion briefly. So All My Wishes on point here. Stellar Manipulation is second from third. Is Darlene's Angel, parked and pressing Highland Delight. Then comes Catch My Passion. Your back markers are One for My Baby and Promising Moment. Can see them all. So All My Wishes, this 3-year-old daughter of McWicked and Garrett Rooney, take them up to the opening quarter in 29 seconds flat. Filling the pocket in second, Stellar Manipulation. Traveling from third, Darlene's Angel. And that one's back, Highland Delight. Catch My Passion. Then we go back to One for My Baby, who tips to the outside. Your trailer is Promising Moment as they come in front of us for the first time. All My Wishes, still the one to take down. Still a Manipulation, stocks in second for Thiessen underway. Here comes Highland Delight, saving ground fourth. Darlene's Angel, One for My Baby a little closer in fifth, as they cruise past the halfway point in 59 3, 30 3 in that second quarter. Still there, All My Wishes still second. Still Manipulation first up on the outside is Highland Delight. Then Darlene's Angels fourth. Catch My Passion racing from sixth is One for My Baby, and Promising Moment trails into the backstretch. They go for the final time. All My Wishes has gotten every call thus far. Highland Delight is still pushing the issue. Stellar Manipulation is third. Darlene's Angel, then Catch My Passion is fifth as they move past three quarters in 1:29:01. All My Wishes, she's led it from the get-go here, battling on for second. Stellar Manipulation and Highland Delight, they come for home. All My Wishes digging in gamely to the inside. And All My Wishes, Rooney's got 2 stake wins today, and All My Wishes will win it. Style Manipulation second, Highland Light third, fourth goes to Darlene's Angel. Time of mile was 1:56 and 3. Returning back down in front, here's your winner. The final OSS Grassroots leg of the day. All My Wishes is the 3-year-old brown filly by McWicken. From the mare Regal Wish out of Cam's Card Shark, owned by Louise Gilmet. Chantal Mitchell, the winning trainer. Garrett Rooney on for the winning drive. All My Wishes, that's 5 wins and 9 tries just this year. And she stops the clock today in 1:56 and 3. All My Wishes, congratulations. Prices are official. All My Wishes 220, 210, 210. Still Manipulation 310, 220. Darlene's Angel 230. Exactor 640. $1 try, $6. 20-cent try, 120. Upcoming 8th race in about 10 minutes. There are no changes. Actually, in the 8th race, scratching 7, Mac the Knife.
Could I have a Sue Covius to the 50-50 table, please, to claim your prize? Sue Covius to the 50-50 table to claim your prize.
Seventh race, Run Down All My Wishes, the race winner. Stellar Manipulation, second. Catch My Passion, fifth. Darlene's Angel, fourth. One for My Baby, seventh. Promising Moment, sixth. Highland Light was third, but was not included in any betting. Another win for Garrett Rooney in the grassroots, as with All My Wishes was good to go there, and she was good when she made the lead, and she just kind of took right off. And then as we turn the page to race number 8, the Derek Brett and Friends Pace, and I'm going to go just some numbers, but I am going to go to the 5 Nightclub Hanover. Just Nightclub Hanover, my top choice in here, number 5. Second last time, 58, and that was against Phone In, and Phone In's not in this week, but Nightclub Hanover, like, he just seems to kind of get away from them 3 back when he won in that cheaper race, but then he went to face tougher and he had a third, and then last week, like, he went a pretty gutsy effort there for trainer driver Rob Doyle. Nightclub Hanover, just overall a nice, classy horse, and I'll put him on top in here. Beyond that, I think that it got a bit tougher, but Dakota Senna from the rail is going to be showing some early speed. Number 3, Bring Your Fire, gets Nick Stewart on here, and Bring Your Fire is one that we should expect a lot more from in here, because he made a break last time, but he gets his nose back on the gate, and you get Nick Stewart in the sulky this time, so maybe Bring Your Fire. With his A game, I think he can be a contender, but I'm going to have to put Nightclub Hanover on top, and then you got Come On Barney's going to be looking okay in the spot. Then Dakota Senna from the rail, he just got beat last week. Obviously, that was against easier company, but I'm expecting better. Even better from Dakota Senna, and getting a 5-1 right now, but we'll stick with Nightclub Hanover, number 5 on top. Good luck, and be on parade in a few minutes.
The handbags for hospice table is still set up. If you want to come check it out and find out about this great event, you can purchase a ticket there. Come on down in the grandstand and have a visit with the table.
Now stepping out on the track for race number 8, horses and geldings, $8,000 claimers. Led by the 1, Dakota Senna. It's Tony Hamlin for owner-trainer Doug Curry. Number 2 is Come On, Barney. It's Scott Ray to handle the lines for Diane Sylvester. The trainer is Dwayne May. 3 is Bring Your Fire, owned and trained by Mike Stamp, partners with Janet Larcombe, Nick Stewart at the lines. Lauren House will be the pilot on 4, Play the Ace for owner-trainer Michael Hamlin. Nightclub Hanover 5, trainer driven by Rob Doyle, owned by Dan Mead. The 6 is Kincaid Silster, Jared Plun on for Mark Lazo, Daryl Leeming, trainer, is the trainer. Number 7 is Out, rounding out the field, the 8, Slick and Sporty, owned and trained by Tom Bain. Alex Lilly will handle the lines. That's your field for the 8th race, scratched around to a field of 7 for the Derek Brett and Friends Place Win Place Show Exact or Try. Just under 2 minutes left to wager. 9-5 favorite status on the 5. Nightclub Hanover was a bang-up second last time, and like we said, it was a big trip by him. Look for a second win on the season here. The second choice right now is the 4, Play the Ace, getting Lauren House. This one was flying, coming for home, 2 back, and 59-1 was over 40-1, another foot, and he probably had a good chance of winning that race and gets Lauren House in the bike today. So he'll get some action, but Nightclub Hanover, the current favorite on the board right now. Then 4-1 on the 1, Dakota Senna. Just about a minute left to wager. The starting car getting set to move into position. Last call to wager. And behind the gate for the 8th race, the Derek, Brett, and Friends pace. Scratch down to a field of 7, Dakota Senna. Come on, Barney, bring your fire, play the ace. Nightclub Hanover, Kincaid Silster, and Slick and Sporty in the back tier spot. 8th to 12th race in behind the gates. Starting car picks up speed, and they're off and pacing. Dakota Senna, Come On Barney, and Nightclub Hanover blasts out as well into the first turn. Dakota Senna comes out on top, Slick and Sporty, and Come On Barney as they battle for position now into the first turn. Dakota Senna comes out on top, Slick and Sporty is second from third, Come On Barney, and followed by Nightclub Hanover, Bring Your Fire. Your back markers are Kincaid, Silster, and Play the Ace. Can see them all. So Dakota Senna and Tony Hamlin on point as they approach the opening quarter station in 29 and 2. Slick and Sporty is second. Traveling from third is Come On Barney. Nightclub Hanover off the speed into fourth, followed by Bring Your Fire, Kincaid, Silster. Now tipped to the outside, and your trailer is Play the Ace as they pace in front of us for the first time. Dakota Senna continues to call the shots. Second up on the outside is Come On Barney, plugged in to be third is Slick and Sporty. Nightclub Hanover is towed up into fourth as they move to the halfway point in a minute and for the one to take down. Dakota Senna, Come On Barney first up on the outside. Traveling from third is Slick and Sporty. Nightclub Hanover, he gets a little closer out of fourth for Rob Doyle. Saving ground to be fifth is Bring Your Fire. Off the back end is Kincaid, Silster, and Play the Ace. They move into the backstretch for the final time. Dakota Senna, Come On Barney, 3 wide on the outside. Nightclub Hanover has kicked it into high gear here as they move to the 3/4 pole in 1:30 and 3. And Nightclub Hanover and Dakota Senna are going stride for stride here, battling on for third. Come On Barney and Slick and Sporty, they spin for home. A stubborn Dakota Senna digging gamely on the outside. Nightclub Hanover just a thorn in the side here. Nightclub Hanover will go on by to win it. Dakota Senna second, Slick and Sporty third, maybe Bring Your Fire, Come On Barney for fourth. Time of the mile, 1:59 and 3. 5183 on official. Here's your winner from the 8th race, the Derek Brett and Friends Pace. Nightclub Hanover is a 10-year-old brown gelding by Rock and Roll Heaven from the mare Northern Sky out of Northern Luck. Owned by Dan Mead of Rockwood, Ontario, Rob Doyle is the winning trainer and the winning driver. That's his second on the season, and he stops the clock here today in 1:59 and 3. Congratulations.
Could I please have John Peters to the 50-50 table, please? John Peters to the 50-50 table.
Nightclub Hanover 520, 260, 230. Dakota Senna 320, 250. Slick and Sporty 440 to show. Exactor 1520. $1 try 110.40 cents, and the 20-cent try $22.08. Upcoming 9th race in about 10 minutes. Scratch the 8 T Toddler dot. It's the start of the $1,000 pick 4. Dakota Senna second. Come on, Barney fifth. Bring Your Fire fourth. Play the 8 sixth. Nightclub Hanover your race winner. Kincaid Silster seventh. The 7 horse was scratched, and Slick and Sporty was third. Alright, pick 4 wagering set to get underway here. $1,000 guaranteed pool. Let's get a look at my ticket. I'm going to go too deep in here. Going to use the 1 Psycho Witch. I had the rail position 3 back here over Dresden, was a winner by 6 and a commanding winner, and she was really good to go in that race. So she had 2 tough post positions in her latest. She gets rail control here today, so expecting her to blast another than Rob Doyle's had a pretty good day as well. And the 6 veteran Redder, 5 wins already this year, and her resume has been pretty solid thus far, and especially well racing here at Dresden. Race 10, 3 deep in there. I'm going to include the 1 Should Have Known Better, reunites with Lauren House, who he's gotten along well with in the past. Number 4, Bucktober, and Should Have Known Better, he's one that can kind of leave from anywhere, and that's typically where he races best. Number 4, Bucktober, almost $60,000 in the bank last year. He's had some tough posts, and this is his 3rd start off the bench, so expecting much better this time around. And the 5, April Duford. Talk about the year that this mare's had, and look at the post positions that she's overcome as well most recently. And she's got 9 wins and 23 tries, and a lot of those coming with Rob Doyle in the bike, so April Duford going to be a must-play in there. Race 11, we're going to single up the 1 Grand Circuit, just missed in her latest. Gets Garrett Rooney this week, teaming up with Cameron McQueen. We know they've teamed up for a lot of success here in the past, and this mare can blast under there quite well. 12th and final to wrap up that pick 4, race 12, using 1 Raise and a Rocket. She was good to go last time, obviously against some easier company, but this isn't that tough of a race for her. It's nothing that she can't handle. And the 3 Watch Her Fly, 6 last time, but she gets her nose back on the gate. Scotty Ray in the bike, who's done well with her before. So pick 4 starting up here, guaranteed pool $1,000.
Don't forget to check out our Handbags for Hospice table. It is a great organization to support. Make your way over to the table and purchase tickets for that awesome event.
Pacers are now making their way out to the racetrack for the 9th race, Post Parade. They'll go 1 mile for a purse of $6,000. Meet the field. Number 1 is Psycho Witch. It'll be Rob Doyle for Jim Napper. Kathy Goodrow is the trainer. Number 2, TH Lamb in the lead. is owned, trained, and driven by Michael Hamlin. Number 3, Axel Bovino, Lauren House, up for Glenview Livestock Limited. Pat Bissett trains. Mama Better Dance, the 4, getting the services of Garrett Rooney this afternoon for Dwayne Sullier. Jimmy Jarvis trains this one. Treasured Legacy 5, Johnny Hahn will steer for Brandy Paulin. Dane Pearson conditions. Number 6, Better and Redder, owned, trained, and driven by Donnie Rankin Jr. Rounding out the field is the 7, She's a Freight Train, Alex Lilly aboard for Dave DeGraw, Jeff Graham trains. That's your field for the 9th. 8 is scratch, win, play, show, exact or try. Pick 4 starts up here, $1,000 guaranteed pool. Just 2 minutes left to wager. 2 minutes wagering time. 4 to 5 on the 1 cycle, which it was a gate to wire winner here. 3 back. Last time she had the rail in 157 flat. And the second choice, the winner of this race last week, Better and Redder. He's had quite the season here at Dresden. Just under a minute left to wager. Still time. You'd have to hurry. Starting car now in position. Last call to wager. And behind the gates, the 9th from Dresden, the start of the pick 4. Psycho Witch, TH Lama to lead. Axa Bovino, Mama Better Dance, Treasured Legacy, Better and Redder. She's a Freight Train on the outside. Here they come. Starting car picks up speed, and they're off in pacing. Axa Bovino leaving on out of there. Psycho Witch, and from the outside, She's a Freight Train is blasting on out of there. Psycho Witch, Axa Bovino, and She's a Freight Train from the outside. Racing from 4th, TH and Lama to lead. Then Mama Better Dance, and your back markers are Treasured Legacy and Better and Redder as they move into the back stretch for the first time. She's a Freight Train now sweeps up and will take control here. Psycho Witch is second from 3rd, Axa Bovino, but it's a give, it's a go. Psycho Witch not content, and she grabs the racetrack, and as they move past the opening quarter in 29 seconds flat, racing from 2nd, She's a Freight Train. Axa Bovino is 3rd. Traveling out of 4th, TH Lam to lead. The Mama Better Dance, Treasured Legacy, and Better and Redder. Your trailer is now moving out as they pace in front of us for the first time. Psycho Witch leading the charge here. She's a Freight Train is second. Axa Bovino first up on the outside. Mama Better Dance will look to pick up the cover into 5th. As TH Lam lead 59 and 4, 30 and 4 in the second quarter, and Psycho Witch is still the one to take down. Axa Bovino pressing on the outside. She's a Freight Train is 3rd. 4th up on the outside, Mama Better Dance starting to make up some ground. TH and Lam lead, then Better and Redder still yet to be heard from as they move into the backstretch for the final time. Dueling it out, Psycho Witch and Axa Bovino still going at it. Mama Better Dance has taken 3rd as they move to 3 quarters in 1:29 4 30 seconds in the 3rd panel, and Psycho Witch is still there. Axa Bovino, Mama Better Dance with some late pace now as they spin for home. Psycho Witch is still there. Axa Bovino, Mama Better Dance, Better and Redder on the grandstand side. Psycho Witch almost there. Psycho Witch will hold off Mama Better Dance, who is second, either Axa Bovino or Better and Redder for 3rd. Time of mile was 2 minutes flat.
Could I please have Steve Sage to the 50-50 table? Steve Sage to the 50-50 table.
Unofficial 1463. Back down in front, Psycho Witch is a 4-year-old brown mare by Better Than Cheddar. From Jelinski Bobby J, as promised. Owned by Jim Napper, Kathy Goodrow Training. Rob Doyle on Footing Drive. Psycho Witch, that's win 3 on the season. She stops the clock today in 2 minutes flat. Driving triple for Raw. Psycho Witch pretty much the whole way. Congratulations. Psycho Witch 290, 250, 210. Mama Better Dance 710, 280. Better and Redder 260 to show. Exactor 2630. $1 try $25.85. The 20-cent try 517. Upcoming 10th race preferred 3 trotters in about 10 minutes. Ninth race rundown. Psycho Witch, the race winner. TH Lemon lead 5th. Axel Bovino was 4th. Mama Better Dance 2nd. Treasured Legacy 6th. Better and Redder 3rd. She's Afraid Train 7th. And T Toddler Dot was scratched. Psycho Witch definitely loves the rail here in Dresden as we turn the page to race 10. 3 more to go here. Preferred 3 trotters. I'm going to go to number 5, April Duford. She's got 9 wins and 23 tries this year. Rob Doyle's got 3 wins already today. April Duford, she can seem to win from anywhere. As you can see, she hasn't had the greatest post positions to work from. And this mare just knows how to win. And she's 6-5 right now, which is no surprise with that incredible resume that she showcases right now. For second, we'll use the 4 Bucktober for trainer Katie McNeil. This will be Bucktober's 3rd start off of a break, so expecting much better this time around. And Katie sends out a lot of winners here in Ontario. And Bucktober is a pretty classy horse. 7 wins last year and $60,000 made, and he's just rounding into form right now, so I expect Bucktober to be nice and close in here. For third, we'll use the 1 Should Have Known Better. One that I didn't really want to leave out on my pick 4 ticket because this one was so good in most of his starts here, and Post 7 still raced good last time to finish second. Has won some races with Lauren House in the bike before, so should have known better. Expecting him to kind of blast out from the rail here today. Lastly, we'll throw in the 2 Working on Broadway. Was able to get the win last time against some easier company. Bravened up in that win, so we'll face tougher here, but you got to think his confidence is a little higher right now. But for me, I'm going to stick to April Duford as my top choice. Good luck when they'll be on the track in a couple minutes. for 3 trotters now on the racetrack, led by the one should have known better, Lauren House, for owner-trainer Mike Hamlin. The 2 is Working on Broadway, owned, trained, and driven by Donnie Rankin Jr. Tony Hamlin drives the 3, Duke Dale, for owner-trainer Michael Hamlin. Number 4, Bucktober, gets the services of Scott Ray for Tyler Borth, who's the owner, and Katie McNeil trains. Rob Doyle aboard the 5, April Duford for Dennis Duford. The trainer's Ashley Duford. Number 6, Hot Fudge Sunday, Alfie Carroll at the lines for Angie and Mary Carroll, Angie training. Coming fashion, the 7 with Garrett Rooney up for owner-trainer Randy Fomer, partners with Phil Ketcher. Number 8, Monteverde, Nick Stewart signed the driving duties for Kerry Howard. Jeff Graham trains. That's your field for the 10th race, purse of $7,000, win, play, show, exact or try wagering. Just under 2 minutes left to wager. Bucktober now is taking favorite status. His 3rd start off the bench. Looking to find that form once again that Bucktober is always offered up. He's as tough as they come. Then April Duford at 9-5. 9 wins and 23 tries this year. Great looking field of trotters going postward. Starting car now in position. Last call to wager. It's the 10th race from Dresden. Preferred 3 trotters. Should have known better. Working it on Broadway, Dukedale. Bucktober in the center. April Duford. Hot Fudge Sunday coming fashion. And Monteverde in the back tier spot. Top of the stretch, and here they come. And they're off and trotting, working it on Broadway, and should have known better. Those the first 2 as they move to the first turn. It should have known better. Wants nothing but the engine here. Parked and pressing is working it on Broadway. Working it on Broadway, goes off stride now. So should have known better. Continues to show the way. Monteverde is second. Dukedale now is third. October trying to close that gap in fourth. April Duford is positioned in fifth. Then comes Hot Fudge Sunday coming fashion and work it on Broadway. Now regrouping after the early miscue. So should have known better. Takes him up to the opening quarter station in 30 seconds flat. Monteverde is a bang up second. Another 3 lengths back to third is Dukedale. Bucktober continues to roll there from fourth. April Duford with a decision to make in fifth. Hot Fudge Sunday is sixth. Your back markers are coming fashion and working it on Broadway. You can see them all as they come in front of us for the first time. Lauren House on the shark holds, which should have known better. He continues to dictate the tempo up top as they move past the half in a minute and 3/5. Should have known better. Still the one to take down. Monteverde is second out and rolling. Here comes Dukedale for Hamlin. Bucktober stays in fourth. Then April Duford. Hot Fudge Sunday gets a peek to the outside in sixth. That comes ahead of Coming Fashion and working it on Broadway and should have known better. Looks good on this front and mission thus far. Monteverde continues to tow along in second. Bucktober on for third. April Duford is fourth as they move past 3/4 in 1:30 and 2 and should have known better. Takes him home first. Monteverde is upset minded in second. Bucktober third. April Duford fourth. They come for home. Should have known better. Still there. Monteverde just not going away on the outside. Monteverde digging in gamely. Monteverde's got him. Monteverde wins it. Should know better. Second. Bucktober third. April Duford fourth. Time of the mile was 2 minutes 3/5. Eight, 1, 4, 5. Monteverde gets there 18-1. Coming back down in front, your winner from the 10th race, number 8, Monteverde, is an 11-year-old brown gelding by Cam Tab Hall. Credit from credit winner owned by Kerry Howard of Wardsville, Ontario. Jeff Graham, the winning trainer. Nick Stewart on for the winning drive. Monteverde at 18-1. Notches his 4th win in the 2025 campaign, and he stops the clock today in 2 minutes and 3/5. Monteverde gets there. Congratulations.
Can I have Tina Grant to the 50-50 table, please? Tina Grant to the 50-50 table.
Monteverde 38.70, 8.10, 4.10. Should know better, 8.10, 3.80. Bucktober 290 show. Exactor $1,222.18. $1 try $1,765.70. And the 20-cent try $353.14. Upcoming 11th race, start of the late double. Rob Doyle drives the 4 PL Orchid, and Tony Hamlin drives the 5 She Plays for Keeps. Tenth race rundown, should have known better. 2nd, Working on Broadway. 8th, Duke Dale 7th. Bucktober 3rd, April Duford 4th. Hot Fudge Sunday 6th. Coming Fashion 5th, and Monteverde the race winner. Monteverde blows up the tote board at 18 to 1. Some wild payouts there from the 10th race as we turn the page to race 11, start of our late double. Grand Circuit, I'm sure was single for many in the pick fourth here. She raced good last week. Got beat at the end there. Was beat by 2 lengths, but you know what? She gets the rail today. Garrett Rooney on racing for a high percentage barn. And this is a mare with 6 wins this year and over $52,000 in the bank already. So Grand Circuit is going to get the respect on the tote board and probably will continue to until post time. For second, we'll use the 7 Play Like Carrera. She's one that's won 5 times this year, and this mare is as tough as nails. And you know what? Post 7, obviously not the greatest spot to be, but she's a gutsy mare that can kind of win from anywhere, so that's why I wasn't afraid to use her up close in second. For third, we'll use the 6 Maryland, fresh off that winning effort last time, negate to wire score. She does face much tougher today and has post 6 to work with, so that could be a challenge, but we'll use her there in for third, hoping for some value. Lastly, we'll throw in the 2 She's So Pretty. I thought this one raced really well last time in starting. It was right there with the bunch, and she does pick up Daryl Thiessen today. That does not hurt at all, so She's So Pretty may be worth a look at 7-2, but I think Grand Circuit's pretty well the clear choice in here. Good luck, and we'll be on the track soon. Fillies and Mares, $8,000 claimers now stepping out on the racetrack. Number 1 is Grand Circuit. It's Garrett Rooney for John McQueen, Cameron training. Daryl Thiessen, the pilot, on to She's So Pretty. For Mark, Mardell Adams, Robert Emmons, Ron Ferris, Greg Price trains. She's a Gunslinger 3, Scotty Ray up for Kathy Goodrow. Jim Napper, Kathy training. Rob Doyle catch driving 4, PL Orchid for Bert, Betty, and Jason Sherman. Jason trains. Tony Hamlin now driving 5. She plays for keeps for Mark Lazo. Darrell Leeming trains. Donnie Rankin Jr. gets the call on 6 Maryland for owner-trainer Dave Bain. Number 7, Play Like Carrera. Alex Dilly at the lines for Darian Ham, the trainer's Bill Ham. And rounding up the field is the 8 Faithfuls Nola, owner-trainer Ernest Nucio, Andy Morup. Win, play, show, exact or try, late double wagering is available. Just under 2 minutes left to wager here. Grand Circuit, the 1 to 5 choice on the board. Why not? Just missing her latest 6 wins this year. Over 50,000 already in the bank. Garrett Rooney teaming up with Cameron McQueen. Grand Circuit. She's 4 years old, just but no stranger to the winner's circle here. Beyond that, lots of value. Second choice is the 2 She's So Pretty, picking up Daryl Thiessen here for Greg Price. She was a strong 4th in her latest 1 win this year, and it came right here at Dresden. Just about a minute left to wager. Starting car now in position. Last call to wager. In behind, it's the 11th race, start of a late double. Grand Circuit, She's So Pretty. She's a gunslinger. Pia Orchid in the center. She plays for keeps. Marilyn, Play Like Carrera, and Faithful's Nola in the back tier spot. It's post time. Starting car picks up speed, and they're off and pacing, leaving on out of their Grand Circuit. She's So Pretty, and from the back tier spot is Faithful's Nola now as they burst into the first turn. Grand Circuit will come out on top here. Faithful's Nola parked in near the line. Play Like Carrera saving ground. She's So Pretty. That comes ahead of She's a Gunslinger. She plays for keeps, and your back markers are PL Orchid, and Marilyn is the trailer. Grand Circuit, the heavy choice here for Rooney, takes him up to the opening quarter station in 29 seconds flat for Grand Circuit. Faithful's Nola is second, traveling from third. Play Like Carrera plugged in to be fourth. She's So Pretty ahead of She's a Gunslinger. She plays for keeps, and your back markers continue to be PL Orchid and Marilyn as they pace in front of us for the first time. Grand Circuit showing the way. Faithful's Nola is second. Play Like Carrera gets underway. Then She's So Pretty. She's a Gunslinger. She plays for keeps. PL Orchid and Marilyn can see them all now as they move past the half in 58-3. Grand Circuit is still the one to take down here. Faithful's Nola is second. First up on the outside is Play Like Carrera. Then She's So Pretty. She's a Gunslinger. Gapped off 6. She plays for keeps. PL Orchid. Marilyn still trails the field as they move into the backstretch for the final time. Grand Circuit still there. Faithful's Nola is second. Then She's So Pretty. Now on the outside, Pelele Carrera as they move to the three-quarter marker station in 1:28.2, and Grand Circuits led it from the get-go. Faithful's Nola is second, third is She's So Pretty. They spin for home. Grand Circuit, she's gotten every call here. Faithful's Nola, one last push on the outside. Grand Circuit digging in gamely, and Grand Circuit will win it. Faithful's Nola second, She's So Pretty. Third, fourth goes to She's a Gunslinger. Time of the mile 1:57.3.
Can I have Fred Lund to the 50-50 table, please? Fred Lund to the 50-50 table.
One 8-2-3. Here's your winner from the 11th race, number 1 Grand Circuit, Garrett Rooney. Grand Circuit's a four-wheel brown mare by Always a Virgin from Ginger Tree Alexis out of Dragon again. Owned by John McQueen, Cameron McQueen, Cameron Training. Garrett Rooney is the winning driver. Grand Circuit 1:57.3. Congratulations. That now ties Cameron McQueen with Donnie Rankin for leading trainer here. Still one more to go. Grand Circuit, that's 4 on the afternoon for Garrett. Grand Circuit 210, 210, 210. Faithful's Noel 470, 320. She's So Pretty 260 to show. Exactor $9. $1 try $12.85. 20-cent try $2.57. Upcoming 12th race, we're almost there. No changes in coming up next.
Fred Lund to the 50-50 table, please. Fred Lund to the 50-50 table.
11th race, rundown, Grand Circuit was first. She's So Pretty third. She's a Gunslinger fourth. Pia Orchid fifth. She plays for keeps eighth. Maryland sixth. Play Like Carrera seventh. And Faithful's Nola second. Well, we've made it. Thank you for your patience. We know it's been a pretty long day here at Dresden. So 12th and final coming up. Before this, just want to thank everybody, all the horse people, the caretakers, drivers who work, and the horses who work so hard to put on a great show every week, all the staff, the volunteers. It's an incredible team here at Dresden Raceway, and it's crazy how, like 5-6 years ago, how much we didn't know the handle would come up here and everything. And as you can see, it's still well and alive. The place was packed, and I've been coming to Dresden for probably 11 years, and today was one of the busiest I've seen it, so that was great to see. But let's get a look at this 12th race here. I'm going to go to the rail, Raising a Rocket. You know what, she moves up in class, but she got that confidence-building win last time, and again, I'm going to expect her to leave right out of there. Rob had a pretty good day. Raising a Rocket stables here right at the track, so she knows this track better than any horse, and she deserves the respect here. For second, we use the 3 Watcher Fly. She gets her nose back on the gate, and Scotty Ray back in the sulky. And he's won with this mare quite a few times before, and I thought she might offer a little bit of value up here too. For third, we'll use the 7, Something Royal. I probably would have put her a lot closer if she didn't have post 7, but I wouldn't be surprised if she got up there quite close. She's a classy mare that knows how to get the job done, and we've seen the last race with Cameron and Garrett winning with Grand Circuit. So Something Royal, I wouldn't sleep on her too much in here. And lastly, the 2 Rockin' Pebbles gets Daryl Thiessen on this time around for trainer Jack Ray. So Rockin' Pebbles, she's kind of a hit or miss mare, but when she's good, she's good. So maybe she can round out the super in here. But for me, Raise and a Rocket on top. And our final race of the meet coming up next. Stand by. And of course, thanks to all our amazing fans here at Dresden. You guys are the best. Hope to see you back here in 2026. Now on post braid for the 12th, the finale. Led by the one here, Raise and a Rocket, is owned by Dan Mead. It's Rob Doyle training and driving. The one, Raise and a Rocket. Daryl Thiessen, the pilot on 2 Rock and Pebbles for Ron Ash. Mike McLaughlin. Jack Ray trains. All-Star Farms owning 3 Watcher Fly. Janice McKecker in training. Scott Ray will steer this one. Alex Lilly aboard the 4 Mini Million for owner-trainer Kim Bix. Rose Ricky is the 5. Brad Wilson owning. Dwayne Spitzig training. And Jonathan Hahn between the wheels. Number 6, Lucy and Ethel. Tony Hamlin on for Doug Good, Gord McDonnell, Gord training. 7 Something Royal. Garrett Rooney. In the sulky for Cameron McQueen. Paige Van Deel Peepers. Cameron training. Gypsy Merlot rounds out the field, owned by Dave and Drew Dayton. Greg Price training. Andy Moore to handle the lines. That's your field for the 12th and final Win Place show. Exact or Try Superfecta wagering is available. Good luck. Just under 2 minutes left to wager. Rays and a Rock at the choice right now. There's some value on the 7 Something Royal at 5-1, 4-1 on the 2 Rock and Pebbles, and you're getting 5-1 right now on the 3 Watcher Fly. But not surprised that Rays and a Rock are taking the bulk of the action right now. Just a minute left to wager on the 12th and finale of the meet. Great to have some new drivers with us today, like Daryl Thiessen and J.R. Plant, Phil Houdon, multiple other guys here, Damian McClellan, part of our normal crew, but we have a pretty good driving crew here in Dresden. Garrett Rooney will easily take that title here again this year and go into this race. We'll see how Cameron does, but currently Cameron McQueen and Don Urankin Jr. are tied for leading trainer, so congratulations to everyone, and we appreciate everyone racing here all meet long. The starting gate getting set to move into position. Last call to wager. In behind, the 12th and finale. Rays in a Rocket, Rockin' Pebbles, Watch Her Fly, Mini Million, Rose Ricky, Lucy and Ethel, Something Royal, and Gypsy Merlot in the back tier spot. Top of the stretch, one more time here in Dresden. Here they come. Starting car picks up speed. And they're off in pacing. Rockin' Pebbles to the inside. Rays in a Rocket. Watch Her Fly as they burst into the first turn. Rays in a Rocket to the choo-choo here for Rob Doyle. Rock and Pebbles drops into second for Thiessen. Plugged in to be third. Gypsy Merlot followed by Watch Her Fly. Then comes Mini Million ahead of Rose Ricky. Lucy and Ethel and Something Royal already out and moving here. So into the backstretch they go. Rays in a Rocket on point. Rockin' Pebbles is second. Gypsy Merlot is third. Watch Her Fly is fourth as they move up to the opening quarter in 29 and 2. Rays in a Rocket shows the way. Rockin' Pebbles is second. Traveling from third was Gypsy Merlot. Then Watch Her Fly. Underway comes Mini Million. Staying in Rose Ricky, Something Royal was out and rolling. In the early going, your trailer is Lucy and Ethel as they pace in front of us for the first time. Rays in a Rocket continues to lead the charge here. Rockin' Pebble second. Gypsy Merlot tipped to the outside for Annie Moore. Staying in was Watch Her Fly, 59-1 to the halfway point. Rays in a Rocket with a comfortable 2-length lead here. Rockin' Pebbles trying to fill that pocket in second. Underway comes Gypsy Merlot. Blocked and fourth. Watch Her Fly. Mini Millions out and rolling. Rose Ricky, then Something Royal, and Lucy and Ethel into the backstretch. They go for the final time of the 2025 meet. And Rays in a Rocket. She loves Dresden, doesn't she? Rays in a Rocket by 3. Rockin' Pebbles battling on for third. Watch Her Fly. And Gypsy Merlot 3/4 was 128-4. And Rays in a Rocket. She wants more, and she leads him by 5. They spin for home. It's all Rays in a Rocket. Rockin' Pebbles is second. Watch Her Fly on for third. Turn the page on the meet. Rays in a Rocket takes the finale. Rockin' Pebbles second. Watch Her Fly third. Rose Ricky rounds out the Super, 158-3.
If John Jewell is in the grandstand, could he come to the 50-50 table, please? John Jewell.
Unofficial 1, 2, 3, 5. Coming back down in front is your winner from the 12th and final, Rays in a Rocket. She's an 11-year-old brown mare by Matter Rocket from All American Orchid from Camluck, owned by Dan Mead of Rockwood, trained driven by Rob Doyle of Dresden, Ontario. Big day here for Rob at the races. Raising a Rocket. Make that her third win of the season. She stops the clock, matching her season's best of 158.3 to cap things off. Congratulations. Raising a Rocket, $4, $2.50, $2.10. Rock and Pebbles, $3.10, $2.50. Watcher Fly, $3 to show. Exactor, $10.50. $1 try, $13.85. $1 Super, $108.20. Daily Double, $4.30. $1 pick four, $330.15. That wraps up racing action and the meet. Thanks so much, everybody. Handle over $90,000. Appreciate your support. As always, it's always my pleasure to be the track announcer here at Dresden. Take care, everybody, and see you in 2026.